Ring announcer Ron Glover standing by with the faction No JT. Gentleman George?
That's right, no JT Allen. He's out basking in the glory of all of our success. Mainly these gentlemen right here. You're looking at the heavyweight champion, Ryan Taylor, huh? The gold will stay. Right here, shoot to kill. Everybody that comes up against him, what happens? They get put out of wrestling, period. Tonight will be no different. JT Allen, you have a good time. You keep enjoying your vacation. Things are well here. We will function, all right? The faction is good as always.
The faction's on their game. I'm getting out of here.
That was a mighty fine introduction by Ron Glover, but I have to tell you, Pat Kelly, I'm pretty sure Kliever didn't like it.
Well, I was just wondering how many nicknames Dr. Kliever had that he was going to have for Mr. Glover announce for him this evening.
The list goes on and on. I mean, we could spend all night talking about the different kind of nicknames the Kliev Man has.
Well, I think he just came up with a new one, the Kliev Man.
There you go. Or Cleaves. That's what I call him backstage.
Not
hey, Cleaves. What's going on, Cleaves?
Not bad, Z-Man.
But Dr. Kliever looking menacing as always here. It's the feud that does not seem to die. A couple weeks ago, basically, let's start from the beginning. He's going to be wrestling Quiz tonight, Pat. Now, you know as well as I do this rivalry. I don't know how it began. I don't know when it's going to end. But it's getting pretty out of control.
I think that the big man, Dr. Kliever, is just going to try to beat down his opponent from the get-go. I would think that would be his strategy.
Right, if you recall from a couple of weeks ago in Portland, Dr. Kliever basically got him, you know, these two men were going toe-to-toe for a long time. Dr. Kliever defeating Quiz with the Autopsy.
We're going to bring this guy out tonight. This guy Quiz, HBQ. He's got some friends with him, what you would call a posse. But you know what? Quiz, your posse isn't going to be here tonight when Dr. Kliever goes into surgery.
Strong words by Dr. Kliever.
Absolutely. We will.
Weighing in at 220 pounds from Houston, Texas. Here comes the man known as HBQ
Quiz, the man with the longest entrance. The longest intro to an entrance music I've ever heard in my life. We'll be here for another couple hours by the time he comes out.
Well, he may, well, here he is now.
Oh, well, okay.
A little shorter than we've seen before, Z-Man. I'll give you that.
My beard only grew half length. But I'll tell you this, Quiz is ready. I mean, him and Dr. Kliever have been warring with each other for the last couple of months in Portland and in Springfield and beyond. You gotta believe these two have each other scouted out pretty well right now. Quiz, who debuted a few months ago for the WCWC, got a pretty rude welcoming from the doctor. Ever since then, they've been kind of at each other's throats.
This could be a great opener here tonight in Springfield, Z-Man.
That's true. HBQ looking good tonight, but you know, again, as it is every night, it's always going to be a tough obstacle to try and beat Dr. Kliever.
And referee Jay Stone having his hands full, keeping the order between these two men in this matchup.
Yes, Pat, we are in Springfield, Oregon. It is a lovely spring evening. The leaves are a healthy green. The flowers are in bloom. The mullets are flowing here in the Regional Sports Center. And right now, what you've got is big man versus smaller man. Strength versus speed and agility. I'm talking about Dr. Kliever versus Quiz. And look at this. Again!
Right away, Quiz going after the big man. Whoa, he got up high with that flying drop kick.
This match has just now started, and already Quiz already has Dr. Kliever scouted, counters that kick attempt with a kick of his own, and now a Quiz on top of him with that headlock. With that
snap mare turning into a headlock, and really a surprising strategy from Quiz from the get-go, Z-Man.
That's right, Quiz not wasting any time, not getting paid by the hour here to wrestle. He wants to get rid of Kliever as soon as he can, and what better way to do it than to out-wrestle him early in the match?
There's the power of Dr. Kliever right there.
Look at that, spinning him over by his neck, and what a boot to the side of the head by Dr. Kliever.
Now that's what I expected from Dr. Kliever at the beginning of the matchup. High impact, beat down maneuvers.
That's exactly right. Kliever using every pound of his 242 pounds of surgical steel and sex appeal in this match, putting all his weight behind his attacks as he takes on HBQ.
Gets his man to the mat. And now, what a headlock that is. Reverses it.
Look at this. That's not a choke, ref. Here you see Kliever really putting on the pressure. Quiz trying to fight out of it. He's trying to...
Quiz trying to figure a way out, which he must do if the matchup's going to continue, let's face it.
This match can end pretty quickly if it doesn't. Look at this, Quiz trying to get the fans on his side.
Here he goes. Quiz back on his feet. Elbows to the midsection of Dr. Kliever.
No!
Dr. Kliever powers his opponent back down to the mat.
And that's what happens when you have long hair, Mr. Kelly. That kind of stuff happens to you. Quiz was trying to get the fans on his side, and the fans were slow to respond, but the fans are usually slow to respond to anything here in Springfield. And here you see Dr. Kliever firmly in control over his opponent.
Well, that knee to the back will do it. Now using that top rope as almost some type of choking accessory.